quote-unquote bubble in real estate. And the thing about this system, the thing about buying rehab properties, fixing them up and selling them, or buying them, fixing up and holding, is the strategy is not really dependent upon that cash or that appreciation later on. You know, that's kind of like a bonus, you know, and I have my own opinions about this whole bubble thing, which is really something in, you know, markets where the growth is 50, 60, 100%, you know, California, Las Vegas, whereas Atlanta's more steady growth pace, you know, 5, 10% each year, you know, that appreciation is not going to stop. And that's where you get your quote-unquote cash later. Your cash later also comes from the fact that as your tenant is paying you, or your lease option tenant is paying you, you're paying down that mortgage. So even if it never appreciates, if you keep this thing for the long term, you're still going to be able to have someone else pay that mortgage down for you. And then when you're ready to sell, then you can sell whether or not there's any appreciation because you paid down that mortgage. So that's the great thing, the flexibility with real estate.
Okay. Why are we qualified to train you? Go ahead. In the traditional, Charles has his BS degree from University of Illinois, and he has his law degree and his MBA from Duke. I went to the University of Kentucky. I have my bachelor's from there, my master's from the Patterson School of Diplomacy. Okay, sorry. And as impressive as it may or may not sound, the real proof is in what we've done in real estate, which is our real education. We have countless, you come to our house, books, tapes, I mean, you name it, on seminars. We got started and we jumped into it, and then we kind of had to take a step back and educate ourselves because we listened to some people that we shouldn't have listened to in the first place, and so we had to kind of play some catch up. So once we went to that first seminar and we were like, okay, you really can do this. We just went to everything. We did a lot of stuff with Ron LeGrand. I mean, we traveled. We had our babies, you know, traveling around the country and stuff.
Yeah, just like the gentleman in the back.
Right. Yeah, we did. I remember I was so hard time, baby, crying. But yeah, so we understand. But so I mean, if it's out there, we probably bought it and have it at home. Okay. In fact, we spent more than $150,000 on that. And then, you know, we've sifted through the good and the bad to see what we could put to use and let work for us in our system. So yeah, and what we spent, it's more than what we spent in school traditionally. So, okay, go ahead, you can do this part.
Why you should listen to us is just put a few more reasons. You know, we do this full time. We left jobs with $150,000 plus combined income to do real estate full time.
Wait a minute, I want to tell them the story. When we left, okay, I was pregnant with our oldest, and we had already decided that I wasn't going to go back to my job. And then Charles came home one day and he's like, you know what, we're just gonna do this. I was like, what? You know, but he, you know, had the courage of his convictions. He was like, we can do this, we can make this work. And I'll never forget my mother saying, dear, are you sure? You know, and I was like, well, you know, you can really do this, Mom, if you do it the right way. And so when we actually quit, we had a baby on the way, and we
just did it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like just burning your bridges. You don't have anywhere else to go back to.
You gotta make it work.
There is no choice. Now, we're talking about incentive.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
That's just what she said.
Yeah.
Our system works outside of what we just showed you about what we do and what we've been able to accomplish and experience, and the system works. And the proof is not just in what we say. The proof is in what our clients say.
Would you like some help? Okay, so from tonight, what you should expect in the future from us is no hype. We just, you know, we don't sugarcoat. We just tell you the truth, how it is. As you can see, we're straightforward people. And we'll show you what really works. And we'll show you what we do, you know, and like Mr. Keith said, what he's done. And so that's what you'll see, you know, not something that used to work or might work somewhere else, but what we're doing in Metro Atlanta and doing people just like you every day. So, and you'll get our complete system, which we'll go into. So.
All right, now, what are the strategies that we're going to talk about I mean, everybody needs to do kind of their own personal assessment. What are your goals? There's some people here that are probably looking to leave corporate America right away. Some people that's not even anything in their imagination. And what we tell everybody is look and see what you want to do. I mean, some people are at the point where they want to build a portfolio of properties where they can build a nest egg for retirement. Some people are more concerned with cash flow. Some people just need cash. And that's why the cash out refinance strategy that Susan will talk about is going to be an important part of that person's strategy. And some people have a mixture of goals. So each person's individual goals should be what drive the role that you play, or the role that the turnkey system plays in your real estate investing portfolio or agenda, however you want to describe it. You know, do you want to quit your current job? Do you want to earn extra income and then eventually transition out? We use the cash out refinance strategy to transition out of corporate America by doing enough cash out refinances, getting a little bit of a nest egg under us before we left, so we just didn't, you know, completely jump out there like idiots. So, you know, is that something you're looking at? Are you looking for financial freedom? I mean, everybody says, I'm looking for financial freedom. What is it? I mean, does that really mean that you know, have enough money to sit home and do nothing? Does it mean that you don't have to worry about your bills? Does it mean that, you know, you can do exactly what you want to do? Everybody has different definitions of financial freedom. Everybody throws that out there. You know, you have to define that for yourself. You know, financial freedom may mean having enough money in the bank to tell your boss, see you. You know, it may just mean building a portfolio so that in, you know, 15, 20, 30 years, you can have those all paid off, and then you can retire without having to worry about Social Security, pension, or anything. So it's all going to depend upon your own individual definition of financial freedom. And whatever your goals are, you do need a system. Now, this is one system. I mean, this is not, you know, we're not going to sit up here and tell you that this is the only way to be successful in real estate. We'd be lying to you if we told you that. I mean, there's other ways. Some people like multi-family units. This system concentrates on single-family homes for specific reasons that we'll go into. Some people like commercial buildings. Some people want to do everything. You know, so we'd be wrong to tell you that, you know, this is it. If you don't do this, you're stupid. You know, so we want to be honest with you. This system has been refined over and over again, and it's something that, you know, that's not for everybody. But a lot of people have taken advantage of, and a lot of people can take advantage of what we have to offer. The benefits.
Yeah, you're not just buying a property, you're getting a whole system. And we'll go into it more, but you know, we have your property, you know, we already have lenders that we know, you know, their criteria for houses. And we know that if, you know, they say they're going to lend on the property, you know, you're not going to be at the day of closing and something comes up and you turn around. We already know, you know, appraisers, we know contractors, people that give us guaranteed repair bids, people that have done the work. You know, we know their quality. We know that if they say they're going to do a bid for this amount, you know, and under all normal circumstances, that will happen. Closing attorneys, property management, all this stuff is part of the system.
I mean, that's pretty. Speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Speaks for itself. Now, this is something that's kind of a unique benefit. Now, this specifically says get all the money you put in back, plus $10,000 to $25,000 in cash and $10,000 to $25,000 in equity. What this means is that, you know, this is not a no money down.